Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're jumping into a topic that, let's be honest, most of us would rather avoid, but it's so important. We're talking about estate planning, about how to protect your legacy, and more importantly, the people you love.
Okay, let's just get right to it. It's a heavy question, right? But it's the most important one. When you're not here anymore, what happens to everything you've worked for? What happens to your family? And look, the answer? It really boils down to one simple thing. Did you have a plan or not? And that right there, that's really the heart of what we're digging into today. This isn't just about some boring legal documents. No way. This is about being proactive. It's about putting a shield around your family, around your finances, for a future that you won't be a part of.
All right, so let's play this out. What if you just don't have a plan? A lot of people figure it'll all sort itself out, right? But the truth is, doing nothing, that has a cost. A really high cost.
So if you don't have a plan, the state has one for you, and it's called probate. Just think of it as the default setting, the automatic court-supervised process that kicks in to deal with your stuff. It inventories your assets, pays your debts, and then hands out what's left. And honestly, it sounds simple, but wow, it can be a total minefield for your family.
And you can see it right here, plain as day. The money side of this story, it's stark. That little bar, that's what smart, proactive planning might cost. And that giant bar next to it, yeah, that's probate. We're not just talking about a few bucks here. We're talking about court fees, lawyer bills, stuff that can seriously eat away at the very assets you wanted to leave behind.
And that's just the money. The human cost? That's something else entirely. Listen to this from someone who actually went through it, Deb Vaughn. I just didn't know what to do. Can you just imagine that? Your loved ones, they're grieving, and on top of it all, they're drowning in legal jargon, trying to figure out what a lien is. It's overwhelming. And it happens all the time. But here's the good news. It absolutely does not have to be that way. I mean it. All that stress, all that cost, it's not some destiny you can't avoid. The alternative is to grab the wheel, to move from being reactive and get proactive, to take control with a clear strategy. And that's where your estate plan comes in. It is your most powerful tool. It's basically your instruction manual for the future. It's designed to skip all that chaos and give your family security. And just as important, it gives you peace of mind right now.
And I love this quote from a client, Michael Grace, because it just nails the feeling. An estate plan isn't just a stack of papers. It's a protective umbrella. Once you have it, you know everything is covered. It's sheltered from the storm of probate and confusion. It's just handled, taken care of. Okay, so what's actually under this magic umbrella? Let's pop open the toolbox and see what a really solid plan is made of. So a really good strategy isn't just one thing. It's a few key tools working together. First, you've got the estate plan itself. That's kind of the master blueprint. Then a huge piece of that is often a living trust. Now this is the real game changer, because it lets your assets pass directly to your family, totally bypassing that whole expensive probate court mess. For anything that might not be in the trust, you'll still want a plan for probate navigation, just to make it smooth. And this is so critical for parents: guardianship. This is where you, not a judge, decide who raises your kids if you can't. See how all the pieces fit together to build that umbrella? Okay, I know what you might be thinking right now. This sounds awesome, but it also sounds really complicated and expensive, right? Let's tackle those two big hurdles right now, because getting this done is way more possible than you might think.
The number one thing that stops people almost every time is the cost. The fear is that you have to write this giant check right up front. But the solution is actually pretty simple. So many places now offer monthly payment plans. They break it down, so it's something you can actually afford to start today and just pay for over time. That huge barrier? Gone.
And listen to Deb Vaughn again. This is so powerful. She said, "Everybody told me it was going to be thousands, but that wasn't her experience at all." It just goes to show you that old myth about a huge upfront cost, it's often just that, a myth. You just have to find a service that gets it.
And to make it even easier to say yes, some firms will offer something like a 90-day money-back guarantee. I mean, think about that. It completely takes away the financial risk for you.
It's them saying, we are so confident this will bring you value, there's no risk to get started.
And it's not just about setting it up and walking away. A good plan comes with real support. We're talking about things like free unlimited phone calls, so you can ask anything anytime. Free plan reviews, because your life changes, right? Your plan should too. They'll even provide free training for the people you pick to handle things. And of course, you get modern security. Digital copies, secure backups, so your plan is always safe. It's a relationship, not just a transaction.
So as we start to land the plane here, let's just pull back for a second. We've talked about trusts and costs and all the practical stuff, but it's so important to remember what this is really all about. When you get right down to it, creating this plan, it's one of the last, most powerful, most profound acts of love you can give your family. It's you reaching into the future and saying, "Don't worry, I've got you. I made sure you'd be okay. Everything, it's all taken care of under the umbrella." So, in the end, you're going to leave a plan behind one way or another. It's just a question of which one. One road can tell a story of chaos, of stress, of confusion for the people you love most. The other tells a story of care, of clarity, of protection. So the only real question left is, what story will your plan tell?